Hi, I'm Tip Thompson, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Community This Week, a show about your community and the people who live in it, you. Let's start out with some community announcements. The 27th annual Burning Away Your Winter Trash event will take place this Sunday at the City Center landfill. Bring the whole family for face painting, flax pancakes, live music from the Anglophone Center House Band weeknight, and of course, the burning of old man garbage. This Saturday is the Unregistered Long Gun Show and Shine, hosted by the Northern Party. Show off your shiny long gun or trade for something new. Guess the number of bullets in the jar and win a prize. And our new government leader and former professional wrestler, Brian Leafy, will be in attendance, showcasing his new charity, Headlocks for Kids. The looming housing crisis in the community has been averted with the recent release of a dozen house sitters into the wild. Local ecologist Dan Danigan expects the released house sitters to be available for use within the next week. Start planning those vacations. And once the romance of sleeping outside and smelling like campfire wears off, feel free to head into the woods and pick one out for yourself. Danigan, however, cautions approaching these newly released house sitters before they've come to their senses, as they are prone to marathon drum circles when frightened. You've been warned. The Society for Feasibility of Seniors will be holding a cat exchange fundraiser Monday evening in the auxiliary room of the Senior Society. If you're tired of your cat and would like to exchange it for another, Lord knows I wish I could. Bring along your old cat and join us for tea and cookies provided by the Senior Society. Pardon me. I just got a new mug. The wife got it for me. It has fireweed on it. And finally, a splash of color and comfort has been added to the city center. Mayor Meg Muckberg recently approved the installation of a dozen new low-cost housing units. Featuring a modern, sleek style, these ground floor dwellings are the latest in function and style, and Community This Week had the pleasure of touring one of these new low-cost condos. Stay tuned for more Community This Week, coming right up.
One of its inhabitants is the rare and imposing Gull sheep. Roaming the steep slopes, it is not only the most attractive and exciting animal to watch, but also the bearer of one of the most sought-after trophies by hunters.
Summer sunshine and rain is upon us, so let's see how everything is growing at the community garden. Gretchen Specken is the manager of the community garden. How is everything growing, Gretchen?
It is a lot of work to grow these organic vegetables in the rain, especially. It's very hard.
And what kind of vegetables are you growing this year at the community garden?
Organic cabbages here in the community garden, Tip.
And what else other than cabbages, Gretchen?
You know, these days it's very fashionable. Fashionable, is that how you say this? To have the small things. So this year we have these small cabbages, the mini organic cabbages, yes.
What if you don't like cabbage, Gretchen?
You mean you don't like the cabbages?
Well, no, it's not that I don't like cabbages, Gretchen. They just happen to be a part of the, you know, the gassy family.
You don't like the organic nature of your own body, Tip? You don't like the nutrition and the the excellent vitamins.
I certainly do. There's nothing I'd love better. I try to eat 3 square meals a day.
Maybe you would prefer to plant a Big Mac tree.
Perfect.
You take a styrofoam container full of a Big Mac and you put it in the ground, and then we have a Big Mac tree for your hungry junk food nature, and then the whole planet is full of these Big Mac trees. And
well, I sure would love to show my son a Big Mac tree. No, really, there are healthier options other than just the Big Mac. There's I had a salad there once. It's quite delicious.
I'm sure your salad was very delicious. Your salad was so delicious while you're supporting big agriculture and the Monsanto because you and people like you want the planet to die, Tip.
So, tell us how we can all become involved in the community garden.
Well, you can't all become involved in this community garden, Tip, because you see, it is a community garden. It is not a community farm.
Right.
You see, we have volunteers over here. So, of course, if you think you can work this hard, by all means, Tip, you come down to the community garden to help us to work hard here.
Sounds great. Lots and lots of hard work. Glad we got you out there watching the community garden, Gretchen. All kinds of yummy vegetables.
Cabbages, Tip. You're not listening to me.
Okay, then, cabbages. Lots of yummy cabbages at the community gardens. You Ukrainians better get excited. You'll be rolling for years. So come on out, gang, and join the gardening fun.
You're talking on your cell phone. You have nothing in there. I assigned you to this part over here. Come back here.
Are you a northern resident who speaks English and feels alone? Do you wish you had a place to celebrate your culture and speak your native tongue? Well, come on down to the Northern Anglophone Society, where speaking English is fun. Our newly renovated building is now open daily with a great variety of English language programs and services. Browse through the books and magazines in our English Cultural Library, or watch a video. Our cafeteria features cultural dishes and theme nights. Every Monday, there is a different age of cheddar at Grilled Cheese Sandwich Night, and we brew a new batch of coffee every day. Join us at our lounge on Tuesday for Beers of Ontario Night, and Thursdays, it's Cigarettes of the World. If you don't speak English, drop in for one of our classes and we'll teach you. It's easy, and there's hardly any exceptions in English spelling or grammar. There's always something fun going on at the Northern Anglophone Society. Come visit us and speak English with us today.
Brought to you in part by support from the Northern Department of Culture and Mining.
And speaking of sunshine, it's time to visit our weather person, Farrell Peddle, who will give us the weather report for this week. Hi, Farrell.
Whoa. Hi, Tip. Wow, it's so beautiful out here, man. Look, there's sunshine. There's clouds. Yay! Clouds! Clouds!
Yes, I like clouds too, Farrell. Does that mean there's some rain in the forecast this coming week? What can we expect as we go outside to enjoy our community this week?
Flowers! And there's three.
With the long weekend approaching, many people in the community are heading out camping and to the cabin. What's the forecast for the long weekend?
Whoa! No, it's just a tree, Tip. Whoa! Check it out! There's all kinds of things in the ground. There's not just grass, Tip. There's like sticks, and there's like little bugs everywhere. There's a bug. There's a bug, there's a bug, there's a bug, there's a bug, there's a bug.
Following below average winter temperatures, many are predicting a warmer northern summer, especially considering the recent pattern in ocean currents. Farrell?
Whoa, I don't know if I feel so good, Tip. Whoa.
So, in summary, that's our community weather forecast for the coming week. There will be leaves and grass and flowers and bugs.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
One of the less pleasant to look at inhabitants of the north is the porcupine, With its prickly cape, it lets everyone know it doesn't want to be cuddled. Approximately 30,000 quills protect an adult porcupine.
Now it's time for another one of Tip's Tips. This week my tip goes out to the city, and in particular Mayor Meg Muckberg. Charrette. What does the word even mean? Do you know? I'm not so sure. Sounds French to me. And after I took grade school, I had trouble even using English. But anyways, the word. I think we need to move on. From what I understand, a charrette is a gathering of people discussing what they would like to do to improve their community. How about community improvement chat? Makes a little more sense than charrette, does it? How about thought gathering, or my favorite, brainstorm-a-rama? Think about it. That's my tips for this week. Stay tuned next week. I'll have some more tips for you, where I'll help you gouge the rental market with my first tip, putting a padlock on your basement door.
Do you have sharp pains in your chest? Have you critically wounded yourself in an accident? Have you consumed a toxic substance by mistake? Then why don't you stop by the hospital? It's the perfect place for people just like you. Yes, the hospital is a building full of things that can help you when you aren't feeling well. And the people who work at the hospital are always willing to help. Still not convinced? Wait, there's more! If you're a local resident, your visit may be free of charge. And if you're too sick or injured to get here yourself, we'll pick you up. So why not start your healing journey at the hospital? Serving your community since 1909.
Now open 24 hours to serve you better. Additional charges may apply.
The hospital is made possible by support from the Northern Department of Health and Mining.
And that was Community This Week, the show about your community for the people who live in it. You. Thanks for joining us. Keep both feet on the ground and both hands in your pockets. I'm Tip Thompson. Have a great week.
Wow, far out. If you or anyone you know has ideas for Community This Week, contact us, please. We'd love to hear from you, and you're welcome to join the fun.
You know, quite honestly, it writes itself. It writes itself, yeah.